Dubai, frequently regarded as a shining example of luxury and creativity, has a darker underbelly. In this shocking exposé, we exhibit 15 convert images smuggled out of the city, each revealing layers behind the glossy exterior. These prohibited photos reveal the genuine tales of societal problems, environmental degradation, and human misery that Dubai's glittering facade attempts to conceal. Get ready to discover 15 illegal photos smuggled out of Dubai. Number 15. Bikini versus Abaya in Dubai. Dubai is a city of contrasts, mixing a rich cultural heritage with contemporary luxury. This is reflected in the dress code, which is generally considered modest, particularly in parts of the city that do not have beaches or swimming pools. Although no hard and fast rules exist, attendees are strongly encouraged to dress appropriately. Swimwear alternatives such as one-piece swimsuits and bikinis are typically worn in Singapore's public beaches, which are a melting pot of people. However, a leaked picture recently caused some people to raise their eyebrows. A single woman was depicted wearing a teeny-tiny bikini, while the other three were dressed in traditional abayas, which are long, flowing robes prevalent among Emirati women. Criticism was generated because this photo did not adhere to Dubai's cultural standards. Even though skimpy swimwear is permitted on the beach, the abaya, a symbol of modesty, is typically worn in public venues that are not considered beach locations. The released image, which depicts such a wide variety of costumes in a single frame, is indifferent to the preferences of the locals. When traveling to Dubai, it is essential to remember that even a small amount of cultural sensitivity can go a long way. Tourists can ensure a tranquil and enjoyable stay in this intriguing city by dressing appropriately when walking about the streets and by wearing beachwear. Number 14. Drinking Man. An individual named Rim, a resident of Dubai, was looking forward to a calm evening when he was interrupted by an unexpected occurrence. As soon as she returned to her house, she discovered that her bed had already been occupied by someone she had never seen before. A picture of the man sleeping was released to the internet, and she indicated that he was an unsuccessful thief. However, Dubai did not feel comfortable when it learned that the photograph was accessible to the general public. You could ask yourself, so what, at this point? People in the United States of America experience this rather frequently, and I know it happens to them. On the other hand, an amusing turn of events was that this robber turned out to be the friend of the building watchman, who was highly drunk and looking for a place to crash. There is still the possibility of filing a trespassing accusation, even though it did not appear remarkably realistic. In addition, and perhaps most importantly, the man's drinking could get him into serious trouble because Dubai has stringent regulations on the consumption of alcohol. The striking contrast between the old foundations of Dubai and the contemporary facade in front of it is brought to light by this incident. Rim's photograph depicts a chaotic scene, which may dissuade tourists from conforming to unorthodox ways of doing things. Even though it appears comical at first glance, the photograph depicts a chaotic situation. This news may be regarded as a stain on Dubai's image of refinement and luxury, which the city has put great effort into promoting. Number 13. Drinking Woman. Regarding drinking-related occurrences that were happily caught on camera in Dubai, it is essential to note that locals are not the only ones with a propensity to behave unexpectedly. It is sometimes the case that everything boils down to Western celebs having a fantastic time. You will be astounded by what emerges from this subsequent stolen image, and you should wait until you hear the tale behind it. Jada Chevis, also the co-parent of Lil Baby, found herself in the spotlight in 2022 while she was on a trip to Dubai with her girlfriends. Even though they were there to celebrate a friend's birthday, Jada found that the situation became too hot for her. She was seen to be incredibly drunk, to have lost a shoe, and to be on the point of passing out in a video that went viral. Her buddies were attempting to bring her back to the hotel, even though she was on the approach of passing out. Despite the fact that Jada laughed at it, the video triggered some red flags. Because Dubai is known for having strict restrictions, many were concerned about her safety. Through her online presence, Jada explained her actions by asserting that she had a wonderful time and that other attendees were even more intoxicated than she was. On the other hand, Dubai did not enjoy the movie because it reveals a wild side that contrasts the image of professionalism and sophistication that they project. Since then, extensively distributed movies have been erased from the internet, leaving behind only one picture that has been made available to the public in a covert manner. You should talk about the discrepancies between Dubai's extravagant appearance and the city's lively party scene. Number 12. Substance smuggling attempt. In the year 2022, 3 people in Algeria made an extremely peculiar attempt to evade the law. Their daring ploy was caught in a TikTok video that has gained widespread attention. In the video, they were seen wearing traditional Arab women's clothing and doing traditional makeup. A before and after montage featured in the video displayed both their clever disguise and initial appearance. Initially, it seemed the men only desired to vanish and begin their lives anew in Dubai while watching the movie. On the other hand, fact-checkers uncovered a more ominous reality. These individuals were allegedly part of a more comprehensive trafficking network that Algerian law enforcement had just broken up. To smuggle illegal substances and other stuff, disguising oneself as a female was a common tactic that was utilized. Despite the gravity of the situation, members of the audience chuckled at the disguise. A wide range of comments were made, ranging from complimenting the guys' cosmetic skills to wondering about whether or not they were maybe catfishing Arab men on the internet when they were looking for love. Despite this, one observer cast doubt on the choice of attire, suggesting that a full burqa would more effectively conceal one's identity. The episode also called to mind the comedy White Chicks, released in 2004, and depicts a group of black FBI agents infiltrating a social circle by donning disguises throughout the film. In contrast to the funny movie, this real-life attempt illustrates the desperation of criminals and the challenges that law enforcement agencies must overcome. Now, the only thing left of the clip that went viral is a single image that Dubai could not remove from its system. Number 11. Sympathy for the Ladies. Those who are interested in pursuing a career in Dubai will find that there is a wealth of opportunities available to them. It is certain that students who enroll in top schools in the city, such as Sympathy Institute, will acquire the information and abilities necessary to be successful in a wide variety of vocations, including executive secretarial responsibilities and administrative assistant positions. By encouraging students to develop intellectual and practical competence, these classes are designed to prepare graduates for the workforce better and make them more competitive in the job market. On the other hand, advancing one's career in Dubai might be difficult, particularly for women employed in some fields where qualifications are only one of the factors considered. Under cover of darkness, a photograph with more subtlety was recently smuggled out of Dubai. The snapshot captures a group of young women who are exquisite in appearance. They are standing in front of a building that is considered to be fashionable. This seemingly benign image, according to some reports, is representative of a distressing reality in which women are evaluated only based on their physical attractiveness before being allowed to attend secretarial school. There has been a significant amount of outrage among the general people. As the stolen photo highlights, there is cause for concern regarding a suspected practice that extends beyond credentials and into personal support. The Sympathy Institute, which focuses on employment and skill development, is an example of an effort that contrasts this. If you want to overcome these additional hurdles, you will need a particular skill. Rumors have questioned the declaration that Dubai is a progressive metropolis, lating about such practices, and this photograph does not do much to dispel those claims. Number 10. Sleeping in the middle of the road. The fact that a man in Dubai took a nap amid a busy street in Dera in the year 2022 caused many people to notice him. He brought a pillow to alleviate their discomfort. Within the context of a scene initially captured on a TikTok video that has since been deleted, he was sleeping on Salah al-Din Street in Al-Murakabat, put a stop to the flow of automobiles. An explanation for the man's actions is not entirely obvious. Nonetheless, he was overheard stating that he was not terrified of death in and of itself, but rather of dying in a strange country. The Dubai Police Department would not tolerate it. The individual was apprehended without delay and was reminded once more that Dubai does not permit activity of this sort, which is considered reckless. As it turns out, a provision states that those who engage in behavior that has the potential to cause harm to another person are subject to a fine or time in jail. An image is still being circulated, even though the original movie is no longer available on the internet. Specific individuals think that the man may have chosen that street on purpose. Considering that the name Al-Murakabat translates to the monitor in English, it is possible that he desired to garner a great deal of attention. On the other hand, in addition to sleeping in the middle of traffic, there are a lot of other innovative and entertaining activities you can do online. Police Eye is an application that the Dubai Police Department developed to assist in maintaining the safety of the city. Make sure that the concept you have for a prank or an online dare is decent and will only get you into problems with the law after you go ahead and plan it. In every circumstance, sleeping in a peaceful location rather than in the center of a bustling street is preferable. Number 9. Labor. Dubai conjures visions of soaring skyscrapers, lavish hotels, and an extravagant way of life. Driven by enormous wealth, Dubai is the perfect playground for the well-known and affluent. But beneath the gleaming exterior is a little-known fact, a discrepancy that clouds this city of contradictions. A large foreign labor force mainly supports Dubai's abundant landscape. These people from different nations work extremely hard to build and preserve the city's magnificent buildings. Their commitment lets Dubai display its luxury, but their reality is very different. In Dubai, the construction industry pays its foreign workers an average of $500 a month, which is a pitiful amount considering the high cost of living in the city. It is difficult enough to cover basic needs because of this gap, let alone send money home to support relatives. Additional reports of labor exploitation cloud the situation. A picture that has gone viral online, purportedly shot by an employee, depicts the grim reality. The picture shows a handwritten letter, most likely from a Chinese laborer, requesting payment for 4 months' worth of unpaid wages. His desperate plea, written on plain paper, describes the suffering of a man who merely wants to return home and be with his family. Many of the workers we spoke with told us they would make every effort to dissuade friends and family from visiting the United Arab Emirates once they returned. Every year, millions of people are still getting lured in by this. Dubai makes its living from its image of extravagance and luxury, meticulously cultivated for visitors who see the city's glitzy side. The fundamental force driving this growth, the largely unseen hardship of the migrant workforce, is kept well veiled. Number 8. Drunken Arrest. It is common knowledge that Dubai is known for its lavish way of living. On the other hand, hidden beneath the gleaming skyscrapers and opulent hotels lies a stunning break in the city's facade: strict restrictions prohibiting intoxicating beverages. In contrast to other cities that adopt a more lax approach, Dubai has a licensing system that is strictly enforced for establishments that are allowed to sell alcoholic beverages. To consume alcohol in public is against the law and can result in a person being arrested by the authorities. Unintentionally, this seemingly straightforward principle has recently gained widespread recognition on the internet. An image that was posted on the internet, but has since been removed, showed a notice that was displayed in a pub in Dubai that provided information about the prohibitions that were in place regarding alcohol. The other video was the one that got people talking online, even though it was instructional. In this video, you can see a woman who is obviously under the influence of alcohol being pulled over by law enforcement in the middle of the road. Because of this, Dubai was unable to conceal anything from us. These occurrences need to serve as a cautionary tale for tourists who could be visiting Dubai. The city has taken great care to provide the impression that it is a place of grandeur and carefree fun. However, Dubai has rules that restrict alcohol consumption that are more stringent than those of its counterparts in many other tourist destinations. When tourists can unquestionably drink alcoholic beverages at places that have been granted a license, it is essential to keep these rules in mind and adhere to them to prevent getting arrested while in a wealthy city. Number 7. Public disturbance. A recent incident in Dubai highlighted the need to abide by local rules and use social media responsibly. Following a late-night disagreement at their home that turned into a public fight with property damage and was caught on camera in a now-deleted viral video, several people were taken into custody. Dubai police responded quickly and took the relevant people into custody. A criminal complaint has been lodged against them, and legal actions are underway. This episode exemplifies Dubai's zero-tolerance policy for such conduct. The authorities urge the public to report any events of this nature using the emergency hotline or the Police iService app. But the issue goes beyond the first altercation. Additionally, Dubai police released a warning about the dissemination of these videos. Article 52 of UAE Federal Law, number 34 of 2021, states that sending or distributing videos that could stir up trouble in the community or disturb the peace can result in harsh penalties, such as a minimum of 1 year in jail and hefty fines. Despite removing film from the internet, one image has become public. 4 of the 7 handcuffed people are shown on their knees as they wait for their trial. However, this event provides an important lesson. The incident happened in multiple emirates, and the suspects are the subject of a criminal investigation. They'll be handed over to the Prosecutor General. Dubai is a bustling metropolis, but you should be aware of the laws and customs of the area. It is mainly up to responsible conduct and legal awareness to ensure everyone has a safe and enjoyable time. Number 6. Apple problems. When the highly anticipated iPhone 15 was released last year, it threw Apple enthusiasts into a frenzy across the globe. And in certain places, launch day descended into chaos. Visceral imagery of chaos, especially from Dubai, was shocking. A video purportedly from what was formerly Twitter showed the scene outside an Apple store in Dubai, as individuals pushed and shoved one another in a desperate attempt to be the first to get their hands on the new iPhone. A huge fight broke out. As security battled to keep everything under control, the scene descended into chaos, with several people falling to the ground. This was not exclusive to Dubai. Similar events occurred in major cities worldwide, including Beijing, Bangkok, New York, and London. Enormous lines gathered outside Apple stores as everyone aspired to be the first to obtain the iPhone 15. One of the biggest shopping malls in the world, Dubai Mall, was the scene of anarchy, as captured in the smuggled photo on TikTok. The footage, titled "Today, 6 in the Morning Dubai Mall," featured an enormous crowd rushing into the shopping center just as it opened. Their hurriedness implied a focused effort to obtain the newest iPhone before supplies run out. Some people are so enamored with the new iPhone that they will risk physical altercations, huge lineups, and crowds of people to be the first to obtain one. However, Dubai prefers to project the picture of a grounded populace that is untainted by scenes like this. It makes sense that they would want to keep the nearly excessive excitement over the new Apple product out of sight. Now it's time for our subscriber pick. Aisha clutched the worn leather case, its contents a cold sweat against her skin. Inside, 15 photographs, not of Dubai's chrome towers, but the unseen reality beneath. Her heart pounded a frantic rhythm against her ribs as she shuffled through the bustling airport terminal. Every glance towards security felt like a spotlight. These images were forbidden, a glimpse into the truth Dubai desperately hid. But they were a story, a voice for the voiceless. Fear tightened its grip as her boarding time loomed. Would they see through the facade, discover the rebellion hidden in her bag? But Aisha knew the truth now, and she wouldn't let it be buried in the sand. Number 5. Supercar Graveyard. Supercars left abandoned provide an unusual issue for Dubai. Due to Dubai's distinct economic environment, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and even Bentleys are abandoned to deteriorate at parking lots and airports. In contrast to other cities struggling with unemployment and crime, Dubai is dealing with an excess of luxury cars, 34,000 of which are thought to be abandoned yearly, according to GF News. Outrage has been generated online by a picture of a $1 million Ferrari Enzo collapsing in the scorching desert, starkly contrasting Dubai's reputation for luxury. A common misconception is that bored billionaires toss these hypercars aside as a testament to their lavish lifestyles. However, the truth is more nuanced. Over 90% of Dubai's population is foreign-born, and as the city's population rises, so does the quantity of abandoned cars. The issue isn't limited to excessive riches. It also involves the labor force's cyclical character and the city's economic ups and downs. This problem of abandoned expensive cars starkly contrasts Dubai's beautiful image and has come to represent the city's particular difficulties, intriguingly. Number 4. Houses of Ghosts. Even though Dubai's real estate market was once a monument to the city-state's rapid progress, it currently needs more unoccupied homes. An abundance of newly built residences has resulted in many of them being vacant, as demonstrated by a photograph smuggled into the country. Between the third and fourth quarters of 2015, there was a 4% decline in the average price of a property. As a result of delayed construction and unfavorable market conditions, the situation has become more complicated. As a result of the delays, the developers reduced their initial optimistic prediction of additional housing from 20,000 to 14,000 units. Some delays resulted from construction-related issues, while others resulted from deliberate delays, such as waiting for the market to improve before finishing the houses. Not everyone was oblivious to this excess supply. In 2016, a developer accused brokers of engaging in unethical behavior for circulating studies anticipating an excess supply. The conclusions of these studies contradicted the buoyancy of the market. The rental market is surprisingly resilient, despite the enormous amount of new buildings that are now being built. Even if flat rents have remained the same, villa rentals have experienced a slight reduction. On the other hand, rental rises have been observed in moderately priced locations. The market is moving toward providing more reasonably priced solutions as customers are asking for them. Despite the city's glossy facade, maintaining supply and demand equilibrium in Dubai's market is challenging. Number 3. Harsh worker reality. The reality they do not want us to know about is revealed in a secret photograph that was taken in secret outside of Dubai's work camp and numbered 2008. Hundreds of thousands of migrant workers are forced to live in tight quarters and are subjected to complex conditions. Their homes are hidden beneath the gleaming veneer of the metropolitan area. The painting depicts laborers' challenges in providing for their families by depicting a man crying without any other people present. The bulk of these laborers are from India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, and their living conditions are deplorable in comparison to the luxurious way of life that is prevalent in the metropolis. Their days are long. They get up before the sun, work outside in the harsh heat, and spend their evenings doing nothing except waiting for food and bathing. Their days are lengthy. The ability to maintain a stoic attitude in the face of challenging conditions can be maintained by certain employees by concentrating on the possibility of future progress. The human cost of Dubai's quick rise is brought to light by these testimonies, as are the sacrifices made by individuals whose labor is the driving force behind the city's expansion. The most heartbreaking aspect is that we do not know whether these courageous individuals have achieved their goals or cannot escape the conditions in which they will find themselves. Number 2. One woman feeds them all. This photograph taken in Dubai sheds light on a more profound truth that lies beneath a story that, at first glance, appears to be unremarkable. Fabi Deapa, currently without a job, witnessed the despair that her fellow Filipinos were experiencing due to the ongoing pandemic and concluded that immediate action was required. She used her resourcefulness and the Filipino social ethic of bayanihan, which translates to community helping the community, despite her family's challenging conditions. It was a beautiful idea that she created with the assistance of her roommates and borrowed money to provide food to 200 foreigners who were going hungry in Dubai daily. Even though the epidemic was having a significant impact on migrant workers, it seemed as though the government of the UAE and their home countries were slow to fulfill their promises of aid. The project that Fabi is working on is a logistical miracle because it is based on contributions and includes assistance from a local Emirati blogger. Particularly noteworthy is that her family and housemates have become indispensable group members, further demonstrating the community's power. The severity of the issue is brought home when one witnesses people standing in a queue for a meal, which is essential to their survival during the food distribution that occurs every day. In addition to shedding light on the hidden human cost of the epidemic, Fabi's narrative sheds light on the tenacity and camaraderie of individuals seeking to assist others in the face of challenging conditions. The authorities in Dubai have imposed strengthened prohibitions and enforcement process to combat illegal dumping. The initiatives to raise public awareness and improve the infrastructure for waste management are both components of the approach to mitigate the problem. On the other hand, the ubiquity of illegal dumping highlights the importance of maintaining close attention to detail and finding comprehensive solutions. The photographs of illegal disposal sites are a significant reminder that environmental issues are still present in a city renowned for its beauty. Their findings shed light on the disparity between the general public's view of Dubai and the real but less evident environmental challenges the city faces. To ensure that the city's commitment to sustainability aligns with the reality of its environmental practices, the city's officials and the communities must collaborate to solve these issues in a coordinated manner. Number 1. Illegal dumping sites. Dubai, renowned for its breathtaking skyline and luxurious lifestyle, often projects an image of pristine cleanliness and modernity. Yet, beneath this veneer of perfection lies a troubling environmental issue: illegal dumping sites. Images of waste strewn across otherwise immaculate areas starkly contrast the city's polished public image and underscore a pressing environmental concern. Illegal dumping sites in Dubai are a growing problem, with various photos and reports highlighting the stark reality behind the city's seemingly spotless reputation. These images often depict large piles of discarded materials, ranging from construction debris and household waste to hazardous substances, accumulating in areas that should be pristine. Such scenes are a stark juxtaposition to the glamorous and well-maintained spaces that Dubai promotes to tourists and residents alike. The causes behind these illegal dumping sites are multifaceted. Rapid urban development and a lack of effective waste management systems in some areas contribute to the problem. Construction projects, a staple of Dubai's growth, generate substantial waste. In some cases, improper disposal practices lead to waste being dumped illegally rather than following regulated waste management procedures. Additionally, some businesses and individuals may seek to avoid disposal fees by resorting to illegal dumping, exacerbating the issue. The environmental impact of these dumping sites is significant. Waste improperly discarded can lead to soil and water contamination, affecting local ecosystems and potentially harming wildlife. Piles of trash, especially those containing hazardous materials, can leach toxic substances into the ground, posing environmental and public health risks. Moreover, the aesthetic degradation caused by these dumps contradicts the city's efforts to present itself as a model of modern urban planning and environmental sustainability. Efforts to address this issue are underway, with Dubai's authorities implementing stricter regulations and enforcement measures to combat illegal dumping. Public awareness campaigns and enhanced waste management infrastructure are part of the strategy to mitigate the problem. However, the persistence of illegal dumping highlights the need for continued vigilance and comprehensive solutions. The images of illegal dumping sites serve as a crucial reminder that environmental challenges persist even in a city celebrated for its grandeur. They reveal the disparity between Dubai's public image and the less visible yet pressing environmental issues. Addressing these concerns requires a concerted effort from both authorities and residents to ensure the city's sustainability commitment matches its environmental practices' reality. The banned images of Dubai have finally exposed its hidden secrets. A universe of difficulties and mysteries lies beneath the shiny exterior. If you found this enlightening, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to receive more revelations. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. Thanks for watching.